I'm going to walk you through a few things regarding the Evolve Cima bicycle frame. This is a bicycle frame out of China. It is proposed to be a premium bicycle frame. I will say, spoiler alert, it does seem to be that in many ways, and I'll talk you through the value that I see in this frame set versus its competitor on the Western brands, and I'll show you the frame unboxing, the frame geometry comparison, the bits and pieces that come with the frame. We'll talk a little bit about Elite Wheels and their sister brand, and which is a good match when building a bike like this. To go through any of the issues I had when building the bike, their customer service, their interactions, shipping times, and I'll show you the final bike build that I built using this bike with SRAM Force E1 group set. Alright, first off, let's take a quick look at their pricing and their frame offerings. They have 5 different colors. I went with the black one here, the Nirvana 2300. Frames look pretty clean. They have a UDH trailer hanger. They have a BSA threaded bottom bracket. Those, to me, big selling points when I was shopping for a bike frame. And the bike frame doesn't have any gimmicky features. It's just very clean. It reminds me a lot of the SL8, which is the Specialized SL8, which is what I was shopping for before I learned about this bike frame. I ordered a size medium frame set, and I ordered the 380 millimeter length 10 degree offset Z-post. You have an option to order their own branded carbon fiber cockpit in any size, pretty much any size that you want to customize it to, for an extra $200. So that's the all-in price is $2,500. And then if you want to add a spare UDH trailer hanger on there, you can for 20 bucks. The key thing I wanted to share here is that is the all-in price. $2,500 would be the all-in price for purchasing this. You don't have to worry about the tariffs. You don't have to worry about any add-on custom charges. That will show up at your door for that price. That's the way it worked for me. I did ask those questions when I was shopping with them, and they held to that. That's how it came. Geometry-wise. Geometry-wise, if you go and compare this to what they're advertising as the competitor bike, which would be the Tarmac SL8, the medium size to the 54 size, pretty much all across the board, it's very similar. Stack and reach are exactly the same. You can go ahead and go through here. I won't spend much more time than that to say these two bike frames are very, very similar. If you go to look at Specialized and you're shopping at Specialized, you can spend $6,000 or $5,500 on a comparable weighted S-Works model Tarmac SL8 versus $2,500. That includes, with the Evolve, the bars and cockpit in that price, whereas this you'd have to buy if you went with the Roval, $700. So you can see the value proposition here is swaying heavily in favor of this Evolve Cima frame set. But is it worth it? Is it high enough quality? And how is the customer service? Well, I'll talk you through that. Alright, this is the packaging that it came to my doorstep. Comes in a normal bike box. I also ordered the Elite Wheels, so that's what that box looked like too. For both of these items, about 30 days from ordering before they showed up at the door. So give it about 30 days. They're coming from overseas. that was the experience that I had going through customs and whatnot. It was about 30 days from the time of placing the order. Inside the box is another box, and best way I can describe this one is it's almost like it's well packaged. It's almost like you're opening an iPhone. It's got that premium packaging feel to it. Got their branding and whatnot on there. Inside the box, you've got your expected pieces. Got the frame, the seat post, the handlebar in there. Mine arrived with no issues, fully intact and no damage, well packaged, and upon inspecting it, I found no issues. Very clean finishings, paint was perfect, no issues at all. There's another look at their packaging. They do a nice job of giving you that premium feel, which I do think is important with Chinese brand. They have this kind of stigma to them that everything's going to be cheaply made and it's not premium and all these things. So when they go, I think it's a good strategy on their part is go a little further on the packaging and the experience of opening the item, whether it has an impact or not. I think it's that perception that people have of the item that'll help with. This is the look at the packaging for the Elite wheels, kind of same thing. And then there's the Elite wheels. These are the D2 carbon spoked set in the size 50 depth, and really lightweight, really good value as well, just like the frame. I think the set is slightly under 1,300 grams for the pair of wheels, so very lightweight wheel set there. Okay, so built up the bike, and this is a quick little run through of how it turned out. Got the full SRAM E1 group set on here. This is the 1036 cassette. Rear derailleur, we've got a red chain, we've got a 50 tooth chain ring with a 37 tooth small ring on there, 2x. We've got the Evolve Nature Chooses the Fittest branding on the side. There's the Elite wheels that we were just showing, and then wrapped in 32mm Continental GTP 5000 tires, which are just a go-to on there. Frame in size medium, bar width in 38 by 110 in length, and then just a AliExpress carbon C-post on there. And then we've got Look Keo Blade ceramic pedals, and then we've got some Amazon carbon fiber bottle cages. Those bottle cages are my go-to. Super lightweight, really good value for the money, and work really well. Same thing with the C-post. It's kind of my go-to for road and gravel. It's a really nice. It's a $30 saddle. I put it through just about any kind of beatings you can on gravel, and it held up. So, and I like it. Compare it to these saddles that are $250, $300 for just a pure carbon fiber saddle. So this knocks those out, or is compared just as good as those. So I don't see why not. I think I own like 3 of these saddles now. Anyway, there's a look. The bike turned out really well. I went with all black, just kind of an all black theme on there, which fit the SRAM E1. One thing I'll point out is this screw here. that fixes the saddle to the seat post. I did have a minor issue with the fixture that the screw goes into, and we'll look at another picture and I'll show you what that part looks like, but it was the threading on that fixture that I had an issue with. I don't know if it was my fault or what, but very well it could have been me just undoing this and then screwing it wrong and then having the issue, but I did reach out to them and they sent me a replacement part within a couple of days. Really no questions asked. So I just wanted to share that as the brand does have really good customer service. They were very communicative, and anything I asked about, a very fast reply, and that I think is important to share, because I think that the one concern a lot of people probably have is the Chinese companies is, are they going to have the same support they get with a Western brand? And I think for these guys so far my answer has been yes, and it's been a little bit better. So they've been doing a really nice job there. Just another look at the frame. Here's another picture of it out. This was out on a 80-mile ride that I did. Just take it for a night, first real test drive to Oceanside, California. Everything was working really well, so very happy with how it turned out. Some more pictures. I'll just go through there. This is the part, the fixture that I was talking about. It's a little metal piece. The screw goes into it. The threading was bad on the one that I had, so they sent me a spare. I just swapped that in there. Picture of the frame. And then inside the packaging, this is the parts box. You've got your through axles, you've got your top tube plug, you've got your seat post clamp, you've got your Di2 battery. It does come with some really nice ceramic speed bearings on there, and a spare UDH derailleur hanger. Also, if you do order the cockpit, you get the computer mount. You get bits and pieces that go along with that mount to put a camera or a light to it. They also include this bar tape grip. I ended up not using the bar tape grip just because of it's a foam kind of texture to it, and I just prefer like a tacky textured grip. I like the Zip Service Course grip tape, so I just put that on the bike instead. Otherwise, I think it's a really nice touch that they include their own bar tape. This is a picture of the fork. This is the only minor imperfection I could find. If you, anywhere on the frame, this extra little bit of carbon residue left over. This is the port opening where the hydraulic cables feed into, and so, well, not a big issue. I just kind of pulled that off, but I think that probably that should probably not be there. So wanted to put that picture on there. That's really it. I don't have any major negatives to the frame. I think that it is what it says it is. It's a lightweight premium frame. I'm very happy with it. Longer rides. I've taken this so far out on an 80-mile ride. I've taken it to a practice criterium ride. It corners really well. It's fast. The geometry is good. If you're in the market, I think, for an SL8 and you want to save $4,000 or $5,000, look at this frame. Can't go wrong with it. Maybe the one negative thing I've read or seen in some other videos is nature chooses the fittest to survive is not their favorite thing to have posted on there. I actually don't mind it that much. But I do agree. I think just put Evolve across the thing and think Evolve is one of the better branding names versus some of these other Chinese brands that come out with just not appealing, not attractive brand names. Evolve is actually a good one, and just post that up and a little bit bigger on there, and you've got a home run. I think the frame is just a home run already. Light, just lightweight, UDH trailer hanger, BSA threaded bottom bracket, price is right, and the customer service is good too. Final thing, weight. Probably what everybody wanted to see. I weighed this up without the bar tape, without the cages, without the tubeless sealant, and without the pedals. So just without those things. Everything else, we've got hydraulic brake fluid in here. We've got everything else in here. We're at 14 pounds 10 ounces. So you add those things. I haven't officially weighed it, but we're probably around 15 pounds maybe, somewhere around there now. But yeah, really light bike. So anyways, that's it. That's all I have, and I'm sure I probably missed something. If I did, go ahead and drop your questions in the chat. I will try to swing back around as soon as I can and answer those. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and stop in next time for some other good videos, as I have things that I will post up and share, whether it's races or bikes or parts or pieces or whatever it is. Thanks.